this is one of the first times that I've
Yeah.
had someone on the show where it's been a very just a like casual chat, not too scripted, not too
Hmm.
structured. Obviously we last saw each other back in April, which was probably the coldest I've been in a long time, bearing in mind
Yeah.
it was the snowiest time.
Yes.
Is it normally
Yeah.
that snowy in Tallinn in April? That mid-April was,
Um, no, not that I remember.
I mean, it was completely weird, wasn't it? That was a weird time, but it added to the atmosphere.
Dude, Tallinn is weird. Like Estonia overall is uh, like the rest of the world is like warming, global warming and stuff. But Estonia is just getting colder and colder.
Adds to the atmosphere, mate. Adds to the atmosphere. Well, it was great to catch up with you back in
Dude, it
April,
was
and
so good.
it was
It was so good.
so cool to talk to the guys and everything, and what a great time that was. But the reason you're here is because you've got some news. It's like some
Yes.
major news, and I'm so proud to have you on the show to talk about this news. It's out there anyway, but to talk about the fact that you've just signed to Century Media, which is an
Yeah.
absolute incredible, huge step in the right direction. Tell me
Yeah.
about that, and tell me how that happened.
So yeah, basically it happened during the Tallinn Music Week showcase, which we had in 2023.
Yeah,
Basically, it was just another gig for us. We just didn't know that there were some eyes coming to see us. What happened was there was the first time the Estonian heavy music, basically Estonian heavy music like alliance or like industry has been formed. It didn't exist before,
hmm,
so they brought over some delegates
yeah,
basically, and one of those people was Birgit Walters from October Promotion, and she used to work in Century Media.
yeah.
After our set, Ott Evestus, who was the main guy from Heavy Music Estonia, he like ran to the backstage and was like, "We need your contacts now. There's this person from like Century Media here that's like that she said that you have to get signed right now. These guys need to be signed right now."
Amazing.
At
Wow.
the moment, we were like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, sure, sure. We'll talk later."
Yeah, she could be pissed or something. She's just drinking too much.
We couldn't believe it. We were just like tired from the set, just like in the zone still.
Yeah.
And suddenly, like this news that they were like, you're never supposed to hear if you're a band in Estonia.
Yeah, that's nuts. So that was then. So how
Yeah.
long did it take for those that have never signed a record deal as such? What was the process like from having that amazing gig where you had what you might have assumed was a drunk woman saying, "I want to sign this band," but it actually wasn't, and it was someone serious, and it was a serious thing,
Yeah.
and you're high off the gig anyway. How was the process after that?
Basically, it was a pretty long process. We had some talks with the head, like the vice president of Century Media.
Yeah,
He wanted to actually experiment some new stuff with us. Basically, like they don't usually sign artists that don't even have like a EP out because
sure.
at that moment we didn't.
Yeah,
We had just a few songs,
yeah.
but the songs were so strong that they were like, we can't just let you go. We
No.
have some ideas we want to try with you. So they decided to like help us release an EP.
Yeah.
But basically, they wanted to see that how we do, how we promote it, and
Mhm.
how we like perform and do stuff. They just like, here's some help from our side. We're
Yeah.
gonna help you a bit, but we want to see how you do on your own
Yeah.
because we don't normally sign bands from the Baltics,
Right.
Estonia.
Yeah. 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 Of course.
So we put that money to good use, trained ourselves in social media, did some promo, made some CDs, finished the EP, and then basically showed them that we mean business.
Yeah.
We're not just gonna, oh, we have this possible deal. We're just gonna like be ourselves, be cool. No, we just went straight into work mode.
So that was for
And
Cybernognosis, but which came out last November, right?
correct,
Yeah. Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
were actually involved back then as well, but
Wow.
just not officially.
Yeah.
They just wanted to help us a little bit and see how we do,
And what,
basically.
what was that like? So you were like, that you've got someone looking over your shoulder while you're trying
Yeah.
to do your own thing, kind of thing, without anyone knowing that you've got a big guy behind you, kind of like watching you closely. Does that put extra pressure on you when you're trying to, you know, you're trying to do the right thing, you're trying to be, organic and the cool band, but you've got to try and produce something that's going to get you the next step?
The funny thing is that no, it really didn't, because we
Really?
always put, yeah, we actually put a lot of pressure on ourselves because I don't know if you know, but like Estonians are known for their like extreme work ethic.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
just work and work
yeah,
to drop basically. But since all the guys in the bands are pretty much like producers, recording artists, and full-time musicians, even
yeah.
uh, there was already immense pressure from our own side that we have to
Sure.
make this the best that we can, like Century Media, some other label, whatever.
Yeah.
We're gonna make the best EP or record or whatever we're gonna make, regardless.
So that
And
happened. Yes, so that happened. And then at what stage was it when obviously Cybergnosis came out in November? At what stage
yeah,
was it when they went, hey guys, right, you've done what we wanted you to do. You've passed the test, shall we say?
yeah,
What
yeah.
was that? What was that call? What was the next call?
I think they said it's like, okay, we're gonna give ourselves like up to a year to decide what we're gonna do with you.
Wow. Oh my God.
I
That
think it
was,
was something like that. So we were like, okay,
oh God.
that gives us
Waiting
some
game.
time. Yeah, but
But that kind of
I
stops you
think
from going
maybe
elsewhere, doesn't it? That stops you from. It gives them maybe if if another label had come in, they'd have been like, "Hey, these guys want us now. Would you still want us?" It could have been a could have played them off against each other.
not really, because since the first time we talked with Philip from Century Media, it's like it's really corny to say, but like in the sense it's not, because we actually felt like these people want us there.
Yeah,
They made it like very clear that
that's good.
they would like to help us, and they felt really sincere. Like I've heard like from other bands, like all these like I don't know what they're called, like these 360 record deals, or
Yeah,
how
yeah, of
yeah,
course.
basically they will screw the artists over,
Yeah,
but
360
instantly.
deal is when everything is taken, every cut of merch, every ticket sale,
Hmm.
every record sale, anything that you make is
Hmm.
taken. There's going to be a part taken by the label. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, they were like the exact opposite of that. They were
Mhm.
instantly like super artist friendly. They let us know that basically this is like a small family. They
Nice.
just want to help us grow because they see some talent from our side, and they just feel like this could be like a really unique opportunity.
Yeah.
And I know it felt really genuine. And yeah, we were right. Our gut feeling was right. It's worked out for the best, and I absolutely love those people, and they
Yeah.
love us. It's like it was a match made in heaven, really.
That's lovely. I love that. That's really cool.
But to answer your original question,
Yeah, yeah. Let's go back to that. Yeah.
it probably took like I think like a month or two
Oh,
maximum.
really? Eight
Yeah, they
weeks
were
to
like,
decide.
yeah. They were like, yeah.
Yeah, we're
We
taking
just
you on.
wanted to see basically if you're gonna continue doing the way that you did before,
Yeah,
basically, because they
without
saw that
stopping.
your social media presence is good, you work hard, you always like are
Sure.
doing something. If you're gonna continue that, even with money, then we have nothing to worry about.
No, I like that. I like that a lot. So, right, what's the next step then, Martin? Because obviously, Psygnosis is nearly a year old, should we say? You're that is
Yeah.
crazy. Only a few weeks away. It's going to be a year old, which is
Yeah.
crazy. Um, you've got a new track out near Dark, which is amazing. You can tell me about that track in the video as well. So, what's let's go into the fact. Let's talk about the new track first, and then let's talk about
Yeah.
what's going to follow with the Century Media backing, like the album, shall we say, and what the time
Yes.
scale is for that. So, go ahead with the near Dark.
So near dark, yeah. We felt like that was a good song to put out first, because it kind of like represents a little bit of our old sound and meets the new
It's a
era of
great,
Pridian.
it is a great track. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man. But yeah, it's kind of like I don't want to. It's like a middle of the road track. Like it has all of the old characteristics of Pridian, but still showcases a little bit of the direction we want to go into, which is it has a lot more melodic stuff, actually, a lot more cinematic
Yeah.
stuff, and we're gonna unleash another track pretty soon.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And I think this is probably going to be the most diverse piece of music ever have done.
Oh,
This
really?
whole, yeah, because yeah, I can confirm that an album is coming.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming next year, and
Is
so
that
yeah, yeah,
is
it's
that
just
has that been written, Martin? Is that done? Obviously not recorded, but has it been written?
oh, it is. It's pretty much recorded as well.
Or is it really that far ahead?
Pretty much, we have some vocals left to do, but yeah, it's like 90%, 95% done.
Awesome, awesome. So
So yeah, it's like
what's the evolution like? You said that you know Near Dark is a throwback to some your old Pridian, but
mhm,
obviously the new track which you're going to releasing is going to be a little bit more diverse. What's the rest of the
yeah,
album like? Is it following a different path? Is it evolved? Is it old Pridian? Where is
yes,
it?
it's definitely evolved. We've definitely tried to push ourselves to try a lot of new things. Like
Cool.
if you listen to old Pridian, you know there's like a lot of cinematic elements. There's like
Yeah.
a lot of emphasis on melody
Yeah.
because we don't really emphasize like the fancy guitar work.
Mm.
Like I see it a lot of modern bands are doing these days. They're like, it's all about the riff, you
Yeah.
know. There's
Yeah.
a lot of intricate, like really, really good guitar players, really good musicians out there, really pushing the boundaries. But we want kind of actually want to put the focus on actually the song itself.
Right. Got you.
Like the song is more important than the riff,
Yeah.
and
As a whole.
therefore we've actually like experimented with even like choir stuff, like vocal stuff, like a lot like a cappella stuff even, and uh, just try to give melody another like depth, like another dimension. Even like it's not always about guitars or drums or synths. It's
Yeah.
sometimes it's just
Yeah.
vocals and layer stuff and stuff like that, man.
Of course. So when you've done new tracks, did you have to acid test them with the label? That now you've got someone else to talk. Did you show them the tracks, or have you just written it and
Yes,
gone? So you have shown them to get the
we have
vibe
shown them everything, yeah, because we really wanted their input as well.
approval. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and basically they have it was that yep, no notes.
No, good. That's all. Well, that's good because I mean they're not trying to control you that way. So
No,
obviously, what do you hope's going to come from this deal with Century Media? Obviously, more traction, bigger reach, etc. Um, it's gonna obviously catapult you into a place you've never been before, being more of a DIY band that you were pre the
yeah,
deal. So tell
yeah.
me about that. What do you expect from it?
Well, nothing like in terms of like a we're not sitting on some like make believe laurels and just waiting for
Sure,
cash to drop in, right? We're
of course.
basically to us the
Yeah,
work is now just starting. Like the actual real work is starting now.
yeah,
With Century Media, really, what they do, they help us become more like efficient. We have more let's say we have more like options available in terms of like funding. We can do more music videos, we can
yeah,
tour more, we can
yeah,
play more, we
yeah.
can focus more on music.
Hmm. So with that in
I
mind,
think, yeah.
you've done you've been very busy of late. Obviously, you've done a lot of gigs. You've just come back from a gig in Cologne. You do some great shows. You're an awesome live band. I've not seen you live. I've seen the footage. Because I've not seen
Thank
you
you.
live yet, when will we get to see you on a wider European, tour? Is that that's probably going to be the next thing after the next release, right?
Yeah, yeah, we hope so. We've really been working hard to just to finish the album, release it as fast as we can, get some booking agents, get some tours, get to work basically.
Awesome. And what's the just going
Yeah.
back to Near Dark because I didn't talk to you about that video. It's a cool
Hmm.
video, man. Who
Yeah.
did that? Whose concept was it? What was it? Because obviously now
It was all
you've got a little bit of a budget to play with now. It's not a case of having your friend doing it on your iPhone. You're talking about some
yeah,
decent kit behind it. So talk me through
yeah.
the video.
It's mostly I credit the guys from Out of Sight Visuals. They like came up with the concept. I think Laur, our vocalist,
Yeah.
also like had some ideas, but mostly, to my knowledge, it's yeah, all the guys from Out of Sight Visuals. Yeah, they had the concept, they had the outfits, the locations, everything. They were really like they gave us a really good idea what to do. We really just basically had to show up and do the thing.
And was it all filmed in Tallinn or
It's
the
all in Estonia, all around Estonia. Actually, there's a lot of
really?
different locations. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like almost every scene from every like individual had its own location, to my
Right,
knowledge.
really?
Yeah,
Very, very
we
cool.
were all together for the last final scene in the big like Coliseum type of thing. There we
Yeah,
were together all at once, but mostly it was different locations for each member.
that's so cool. Now, just
Yeah.
dipping back to the, and I'm sure I asked this when I first spoke to you, Martin, but who would, now you're on a bigger scale, who would you like, who realistically would you like to tour with? Who, what, just to give the fan, just give the listeners a little bit of a insight as to where your music sits. Who does it sit with on a tour?
Actually, it's funny because I really like thought about that lately because a lot of people have asked me that now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The first band that comes to mind to me personally is Korn.
Right. Okay.
If I could like make that happen, I could like die as a happy man
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
because Korn ultimately like they shaped me a lot when I was
Okay.
growing up as a musician and yeah.
Sure. Okay. Let's drop it down to maybe club gigs that Corn aren't going to do. Who would you tour with
Yeah.
in a kind of the slightly maybe 1 or 2 years ahead of you kind of band?
Hmm.
Do you know of any that you could probably sit in with?
Yeah, definitely I would there's this band from Sweden called Alt.
Yeah.
They're actually our label
I,
mates.
I know them.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, they're really good. They're just like expanding the scene on their own. They have this. Their music is also very unique,
That's good.
and yeah, like realistically, I would love to make that happen.
Awesome.
I know our
Awesome.
vocalist Laur would also say Three Teeth because he's
Yeah.
a huge
Yeah.
Three Teeth fan,
Yeah.
and
I
they're
can see
also
his
our label
influence
mates.
with his little mustache and his little round glasses. I can see him as a Three Teeth fan. I think we
He has
mentioned that
like,
when I think I mentioned that
yeah,
when I was with you guys.
yeah.
What?
Free Teeth and Wayne Static. That's all
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Those are like,
Amazing,
yeah,
amazing.
man.
Well, listen. So, what gigs are coming up? What can you talk about now that you can?
Finally, we're resting.
Yeah, you're resting. You're taking it
Yeah,
easy.
we're
You've
taking
got the deal.
the
You're chilling out.
basically what rest to us means
Yeah,
is like
you're
we
resting
have
to do the album.
yeah, the final touches to see that all the post production, all the
Yeah,
vocals, everything is perfect. We can
yeah.
send the final half of the album off to mixing, and we'll go from there. Just make more videos, see what else comes up. But mostly, I think we're done playing for this year. We
Awesome.
just last night we just played with Unprocessed and Oralize
Yeah,
in Tallinn.
yeah. I saw that.
That went really well. Yeah, man, that was crazy.
They're a good band.
Really good turnout, really good crowd. Yeah.
What's
So
so?
yeah,
What's the
focus on the album.
prognosis for the album? What time scale are we talking about? Next summer? Next spring?
No, earlier, yeah, early spring,
Yeah. So like maybe
yeah.
March,
Say
April
like
time.
yes, yeah,
But that's a
April,
talent.
yeah.
That's a talent spring. That'll be still snowy.
Hopefully we can avoid it this time around. Yeah.
Well, listen, Martin, thanks so much, man, for dropping in to the show. Awesome to hear your news. Obviously, I'm going to be playing new stuff as it comes in, and keep in touch and send my best to the guys.
Yes, Dan, thank you so much. Thank you for having us again. We'll see you sometime soon, hopefully, man.